Thank you, Dr. Larsen.
You're so welcome. It's so beautiful because we are going to dive into questions and answers. What is the miracle making frequency? What is energy? What is it that makes you different? And what's amazing is your mitochondria, right? Your mitochondria is a little organelle that's part of every cell of your body. You received that organelle from your mother, your mother's mother, your grandmother's. Every time you breathe and your cells are receiving energy, they're receiving elements of the current moment into a little tiny microscopic organelle that has the intelligence of all of our grandmothers. You've got intelligence inside your body. It's really incredible. You have something like 72,000 nadis and over 100 chakras. Most people talk about the 7 chakra system or the 12 chakra system, and it's your miracle frequency isn't in talking and learning about that. It helps you to understand it, but it's in and available. Everything that your grandmothers knew, everything that anyone knows is available in your breath. It's available in these energy centers and in these hubs of information inside your body. Your lungs, your heart, your body, your breath, all of it is so intelligent. And we've figured out different ways to put this together. We've figured out different dyes, right? Like food coloring is a dye, different dyes to put into your body so you can see your energy centers and you can see your chakras and you can see your nadis. But seeing is not it either. You only see maybe 3% of the spectrum that's available for you. It's all about feeling your energy centers, feeling you, feeling the person that's around you, feeling. The ancient Egyptians believed you had 360 senses, much like a circle, a sphere. You are a sphere in your energy field. And there is so much information and love and possibility for you when you start taking those leaps of faith, when you start transforming in your breath what was blocked, maybe in your mother, in your grandmother's, maybe blocked in your father's, or in the earth somewhere. You, my darling, listening to this, watching this, experiencing this, are a bridge to the next layer of miracle making frequency that you, your family, the whole earth gets to embody. Until there was someone that ran the 4-minute mile, until there was someone who, the Wright brothers, right, with airplanes, until there was the woman that demonstrated, oh, birth can be orgasmic, and shared that with everyone. Most people didn't believe that as a possibility. And so I love this time for you. And to be able to share this, the remedies of the grandmothers that's available in our breath, in the energy field, is being true to yourself, is knowing yourself, is mastering, right? Is mastering all of the subtle energy within you and activating your 360 senses and doing it for something that inspires you. Oh my gosh, the superhero resilience inspires me so much. When I watched the environmental movies and at some point I thought, oh my gosh, green power is going to save us in some way. And then, oh my gosh, I watched this movie, Planet of the Humans. It was really interesting that I finally understood no one's coming, we've got to do it. It was such a subtle energy shift and chaos for the moments that I was in fear and the moments that I was like, no one's coming. And then I remembered the miracle frequency. And I remembered the moon and the weather, right? We didn't understand weather 100 years ago. And now we can predict, and we can use the umbrellas, and we can use sunscreens, and we can use the cooling equipment because we understand what's coming. Or in hurricane season, right, you can go upstream. The same thing happens with the cosmos, the moon, the sun, all of the planets. There is weather that you can be prepared for. And the weather this October 16th is so interesting. And we're going to dive really into that for each person as we're sharing with them today. But mostly this time is a bridge. It's a bridge. This October 16th new moon energies is a bridge between the higher frequency. You can get 4 billion bits of information every second. And based on where you are in your breath, in your energy pathways, in your body, you're going to land some of that information. If you're in the miracle frequency, the higher consciousness, you're going to receive guidance and light and more ways to bridge solutions for having it all, for your family, for humanity. If you're stuck in the lower, the denser frequencies, right? The denser ones, the more that the dense frequencies, then what you're going to register is more of the fear and more of the opportunity to become aware of yourself and the dense energies that are not your fault, that are in your body and on this planet. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to share so much with you. Resilience, anything you want to add to this?
First of all, I love you. And I'm so grateful for your wisdom, your knowledge, and your sharing. It's humbling I love you. And yes, to share with the miracle frequency, and that is something that I've been exploring and diving in and out of as I learned how to meditate. I started discovering that there were times where I felt so happy and just so pure and so just clear. And then my miracles would just manifest. And I started learning that I needed to pick my energy up. And when my energy was high, that's when things would happen, and things that I wanted would be attracted to me. And then there were times where I'd kind of shift. And the minute I would shift, it was like that disconnect. And you've brought that up to us at the in Palm Desert. When we disconnect, we're disconnecting and we're on our left side brain, and we're not, and that's the tool, and we're not letting the right side, which makes it happen, allowed to make it happen. And so this is something that I have been becoming more consciously aware of making sure I maintain my high vibrational frequencies from my heart chakra up to manifest. I mean, we need all of our energies, but I've discovered if I can remain in a high vibrational frequency of love and keep it high vibrational from at least that point up, that's where I'm able to make things happen that of course are in alignment with the yes of the universe and the yes of for all. And it's once we become consciously aware and we learn how to navigate and keep practicing maintaining our high vibrational frequencies, well then life gets interesting.
Life gets interesting, and it's amazing because what we witnessed, when you're there in group energy, what shows up for you is extraordinary, and miracle after miracle comes up. And it's, go ahead, Jessica. I love that your hand went up.
Oh, I wanted to, can I share my wing story really fast?
Yes.
When you said, what you just said just reminded me. So connecting to the synchronicities, the miracles, and the frequency, when I was with Dr. Larsen a couple, like maybe 2 weeks ago, it feels much longer now because I miss her. We were in Palm Desert, and I was so happy to be there. And I was curious about how things were going to unfold. Of course, I had my dreams, my wishes, my wants that I've had for many years, but I was still in childlike wonder, and I was by the hammock. I love it. And I had these angel earrings on, and I was just connecting with nature, and I was very happy and content. And then Dr. Larsen gave the group a homework assignment where we would put out our amethyst crystals and make a wish for humanity, for the world. Like if we could give the world blessings, if we could envision the world we want to see, what would it be? And so I put my amethyst crystals that connect to the ancestors, I put it by the hammock, and I let all of the earth creatures also put their wishes. I shared my wish with life outside, right? Because they also deserve to have wishes, especially since they live here too. Anyways, I lost my angel earring. I couldn't find it. And I was just like, where did it go? So we had to give our wishes before the sun set. So I waited, I put my crystals down, and then I wanted to give the animals a chance to actually make their wish, and I wanted to give them privacy, so I went away. I came back after the sun went down, and sure enough, I picked up the crystals, and then I look, and right not too far away from where I had set my crystals, there's my earring, just appeared out of nowhere. And I was like, geez, thanks. And it was later on that day that I learned that I had earned my wings, because we got to pull cards from an angel deck. And I had the card that said that I had earned my wings. So it was very synchronistic, very symbolic. And I was definitely in my miracle making energy body. True story.
A true story. And it's so funny because the intent of the day, which was written much before anything was put out, any books, Bibles, cards, sacred holy messages, anything from the Mayan calendar, before any of it was the intent of the day was written out. And so as we were in our miracle frequency, over and over and over again, the intent that was written long before the event showed up in every form around us. It showed up in the astrological understanding of the Mayan calendar. The Mayans and the Incas and star people, as we can call them, star people knew, the Egyptians, the Indians, everyone that studies this knew the intent of that day was to have your metaphorical wings given to you. The 365 days a year, there's a dial that's turned with all of the stars in the cosmos, and something is held in trust for everyone who's in that field of understanding, in the star field, the miracle field, childlike wonder field. So the cosmos had unlocked and opened. This is a day that you can receive your wings. The natives and the stories that we hear you go through the birth canal, the womb in your mother, and you've got all the components to know and believe and trust. Your body is perfect when you come out, and being the bridge between your mom and dad, being the bridge between the earth and the sun, being the bridge between the cosmos, God, love, the great mystery, and the subtle energy that you are. You're that bridge that comes out of the womb, and you come to earth. And then over time, you go through a development process or learning process that for some people teaches you not to believe. And you forget that you're in Earth's womb, or you're in the cosmic womb. You're going to get your ascension. You're going to get everything you need, want, desire, in order to fulfill that purpose that's within you. So incredible when you really understand this with your heart. You trusted in the womb. That's why you got all the parts exactly where they are. Then you came out, and now you have maybe a challenge with your parents, or a challenge with resourcefulness, or a challenge with belief systems that don't serve your body. And so on the inside, your body knows absolute truth, knows energy, knows love. It's got 360 senses. And you tune to the cosmos, or you tune to the earth, or you tune, what Joseph Campbell said, to your joy. You tune to that joy. And wow, what's been held in trust for you opens. And so in real life, Jessica Jane Robinson got her earring back, got her wings, got a sign and a confirmation. So thank you for sharing that incredible story.